Oh, baby, let's freaking go. I freaking love the NFL. I cannot express it enough how much I love this damn sport. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be straight up just a live reaction to the Deshaun Watson trade. Ladies and gentlemen, Deshaun Watson in a complete shocker. And let me emphasize that one more time. Complete shocker goes to the Browns. Oh my goodness. The football world has been turned on its head. Deshaun Watson going from the Texans to Cleveland. Oh my goodness. How are we feeling? Holy crap. Now, of course, the 49ers were linked to potential interest in Deshaun Watson. Clearly, he ain't coming to the Bay. He's headed up north to the Browns. Whoo, boy. He got a lot of money. He got a lot of money. They gave up a lot of picks. Holy crap. What a situation that we have developing right here in front of us. Oh my goodness. You go from, oh no. Oh no. All right. I'm gonna pull up Twitter. We can vibe on Twitter real quick because it's gone down on Twitter. I don't know if you guys remember, this was the guy who said that Deshaun was coming to the Falcons. His page no longer exists. Oh my goodness. But again, the biggest story that we are talking about right now, we are reacting to the insane development that we have here. We finally got the quarterback domino to fall. We finally got a quarterback domino to fall. That domino is Deshaun Watson. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay, what? I don't go away. I don't care. So these are the details. Deshaun Watson gets a fully guaranteed, fully. Let me say that again. Fully guaranteed 5 years, $230 million. That is $80 million more than the previous record of fully guaranteed money at 150. Holy crap. That's insane, bro. That is insane. We're going to try to pull up the trade compensation here in a second. But my goodness. What a development. What a development. How are we feeling? How are we feeling about that? Again, because this has an impact to the San Francisco 49ers. It has an impact in regards to the Jimmy Garoppolo situation. Now we start to get clarity. Baker Mayfield is now available. It sounds like Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan could potentially be available because they made it clear they were willing to trade Matt Ryan if something were to go off. So now this is what we look at. Browns are, per Aaron Wilson, the Browns will now work to trade Baker Mayfield. Seahawks, Colts are teams. Mayfield would be interested in joining per league sources. So I can't believe he chose the Browns. I can't believe he chose the Browns. I cannot. I can. When you look at the money, when you look at what he got in return, again, he got paid fully guaranteed, the most money ever by a quarterback. Holy halibut. That is nuts. That is nuts. I mean, come on, guys. Were you expecting this? I don't think any of us were, because it was reported yesterday that the deal between the Browns, like as a potential landing spot, was done. It was dead. It was dead in the water. Apparently, that's what it was. They said, "Okay, it's dead. Tell us what you need. Tell us what you want." Oh my goodness. And it felt like he was going to go to a team that essentially wasn't those two teams that they talked about. I felt like that. I felt when you look at the Falcons, when you looked at the Saints, it just felt like there was some team under the radar that was going to be in heavy consideration. Heavy consideration. So I am still trying to wrap my head around this. I cannot believe it. This is nuts, man. This is nuts. I think too, from my understanding, I don't think this is what the assets look like per Tom Pelissero. The Browns and Texans still must finalize the trade for Deshaun Watson, but Cleveland has always been willing to exceed Houston's price. 3 first-round picks plus at least 2 other assets. A massive deal to be completed soon. My goodness. What do you guys think now? Drop it in the chat. What are you guys thinking now? Where does Jimmy go? Because obviously this has a huge impact on the 49ers. Cleveland felt like a really good spot for Jimmy. I'm not going to lie. I went into one of these spaces that Cleveland was hosting. I talked about Jimmy Garoppolo. I talked about why it could be a fit. And all that kind of stuff. But holy crap, man. Holy crap. This is insane. Absolutely nuts. But again, now we got to find out what's going on with Jimmy. Now we got to find out what's going on for Jimmy. Because is now the relationship over between Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons? Panthers were in on the mix. Apparently Houston, hey, they're probably just going to rock out with Davis Mills. I mean, my goodness. What are the 49ers going to do? Where is Jimmy Garoppolo going to go? Do we feel like Jimmy Garoppolo's trade value has ascended now? Do we feel like with Baker Mayfield on the move, do we feel like potentially maybe Matt Ryan becomes available? Does that put the 49ers in a good spot to, again, get something in return for Jimmy Garoppolo? Or do we feel like maybe not? Maybe it isn't as great for Jimmy. Maybe now that Matt Ryan becomes available and Baker becomes available, it actually hurts Jimmy's value a little bit. Jay says Jimmy to the Saints. Hell, at this point, I will send him anywhere. Kid says hi, trade value has plummeted. Jason says, I don't think his value went up. I don't think it did either. If anything, I think it actually shook free an additional quarterback. Now, I think there's a situation where maybe Matt Ryan is now available. Holy crap. So what happens? Does Matt Ryan go to maybe they trade Matt Ryan to the Colts? Does Baker Mayfield go to the Saints? Like, now we have a domino. Now we have a domino. It has fallen. What is going to happen? What is going to happen with Jimmy Garoppolo? My goodness. My goodness. Oh, look, let's see what Jordan's saying here. So this is Jordan Elliott, of course, great friend of the program. He says, as of Thursday night, the Colts had not made contact with Baker Mayfield's representatives, per Nate Atkins. Perhaps Jimmy G is still in play for the Colts. And I agree. Nate Atkins, the guy that Jordan Elliott is talking about, we spent 3 days with at the NFL Combine. Nate Atkins is completely tapped in as he's a beat reporter. He covers the Indianapolis Colts for the Indy Star. He is tapped in. And this is what we were talking about all week. We were talking about why Carson Wentz didn't work with the Colts. A lot of the same reasons why Baker Mayfield didn't work with the Browns. So it probably wouldn't make sense from the Colts standpoint to go from a situation where you're basically going from a similar quarterback to even a worse off quarterback in regards to perception, in regards to I guess personality. So, and the biggest thing that we talked about with Nate during that whole combine experience was the reason why the Colts were moving off Carson Wentz. And again, we knew they were moving off Carson Wentz before it was even a foregone conclusion. And that was because of Nate. And what Nate was talking about, he said, the culture is important to the Colts. They are very, very specific in regards to what type of culture they want. And the reason why they moved off of Carson Wentz was because of the person. He wasn't a leader. He wasn't the locker room guy. He wasn't what they needed and desired from an intangible standpoint. Well, guess what? Jimmy Garoppolo is not the greatest quarterback in the world. Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't have the best arm in the NFL. Jimmy Garoppolo isn't going to be a crazy game changer. But what Jimmy Garoppolo is, he's at least consistent in his personality, his leadership, his intangible traits, and he can manage an offense. And when you look at the Colts, they have Jonathan Taylor, they have Michael Pittman. You can add more weapons. They have a stout offensive line. It fits. It fits. I don't think the Colts are going to be in on Baker Mayfield. And as you see right here, this is from Jordan Elliott, per Nate Atkins, who is tapped in. I'm telling you, he is tapped in with the Colts. He talks to these guys all the time. He has a strong sense of what is going on around the Colts. So I believe this 100%. Again, I spent 3 days with Nate Atkins at the Combine, and that's all we talked about. That's all we talked about. Insane, bro. Absolutely insane. So this is what it is. And this is the other part of it. Just like Vish is talking about. You have someone in the building. You have someone in the building. Now, again, Reich knew Carson. He was with Carson. But guess what? One of the things that Nate Atkins talked about is that, when they got Carson after, the 2 years that they were separated, he came in as a different person. When Reich and Carson were in Philly, there's a different dynamic, there's a different relationship. And when they transferred to the Colts a couple years later, it was just a different scenario. So you can look at and you can play devil's advocate and you could say, well, they had a person in the head coach knew Carson Wentz, was on the squad in Philly when they drafted him, and he coached him up for multiple years. So you could say, hey, guess what? That existed before. Well, this is a little bit different. Defoe was with Jimmy Garoppolo in Las Vegas right after the season. These guys are homies, man. These guys are homies. Defoe was chilling with all the 49ers at the Pro Bowl. in Las Vegas, vibing out with the homies. So don't discredit the intangible side of this. We always get focused on the measurable side, which is arm talent, throwing, on field on Sundays. But one thing that Nate and I talked about at length, Nate and I talked about this at length. It's not just about who this player is on Sunday. It's not. Fans view things through that. Fans see through that lens of just Sunday. But in the NFL, it's more than just what you do on the field. It's how you act and respond and treat your teammates and build continuity Monday through Saturday. Carson Wentz was not good at that. He was not good at that part. What is Jimmy Garoppolo good at? He's great Monday through Saturday. Sunday, he's a little spotty. A little inconsistent in regards to his field play. But when you hear 49er players talk about Jimmy Garoppolo, they always talk about how Jimmy is a piece and reason why they're able to come back into games. Now, he might also be the reason they have to come back into games, but he is also the reason that helps keep everyone calm. So I'm just saying, man. I like it. I like it a lot. I still think the Colts and Jimmy Garoppolo would be a perfect pairing. I don't know what the compensation is going to look like. I don't think the Colts will be ultra interested in Baker Mayfield. I don't think they will. Now they might, but personally, again, based on this guy that I trust, again, he let us know everything about what was going on with the Colts. We spent 3 days, Jordan and I, shout out Jordan for, again, making the connection with Nate, but Nate latched on with Jordan, Rob, Jason. Shout out Rob. I'm actually going to be going on to Rob Shu's channel in 15 minutes. So when we get off this, we bring this live down. We are going over to Rob Shu's channel. So make sure you come with us because I am going to Rob's channel and we're going to keep talking about all this. But like I said, we spent 3 days with Nate Atkins. He is locked in. He told us everything about the Carson Wentz situation way before it was even discussed that Carson was going to get moved. So when Carson got traded, we were like, yeah, we were waiting for it. Other people were like, oh, wow, we didn't know. We didn't think that was going to happen. Like me, Jordan, Jason, Rob, we were all like, yeah, we knew because we hung out with this guy, Nate Atkins. Again, beat reporter for the Indy Star, covers the Colts. That's his job. So, my goodness. So I trust him. He's tapped in. Nate Atkins is tapped in. Best believe it. Let's see. Sons of Johnny says, if Mayfield goes to Seattle, Bosa's going to play like Charles Jefferson a la Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Dude, I would love that. Send Baker to Seattle. Let's do it. Send Baker to Seattle. Let's go. SoCal Niner fan says, keep grinding, Brad. Here's $5 towards your Rice jersey. Let's go. I'll take the 5 towards the Rice jersey. Rice jersey loading. Coming soon. I feel like I have to get a Rice jersey now just for the culture. Angelic Ambition says, felt generous. Get an auto Rice jersey so we can match. Between the teams that need a quarterback, is there a player you think we could trade Jimmy G for? Thoughts on our offseason so far? Shout out Angelic Ambition. You're right. That Jerry Rice jersey might have to be coming soon. But my goodness. I can't wait. So this is the thing. Between the teams that need a quarterback, is there a player you think we could trade Jimmy G for? I think the best fit is the Colts. I think the best fit for Jimmy Garoppolo is the Colts. I think it makes the most sense based on, again, we do have inside knowledge. We've talked to enough people at the combine, including this guy on the screen right here, Nate Atkins, that was telling Jordan Elliott the kind of details behind the Baker Mayfield situation, because that's what we were doing. We are picking each other's brain. Is the Colts a good fit for Jimmy? And from Nate's perspective, he wanted to know, is Jimmy a good fit for the Colts? Like, is this so? That's what we talked about for literally 3 days at the NFL Combine. And again, everything that Nate said came true in regards to the Carson Wentz situation. So, and he's been on top of it with the Colts calling the 49ers bluff. He understands that the Colts are trying to play the game. Colts are trying to not give up a ton of compensation. They're not trying to overcompensate or go over their skis or anything like that. So they're just waiting. But now that this situation went crazy, maybe he does. And I like this from Justin. Talking about what Angelic was asking for. If you could get Nyheim Hines in that trade, again, he's a running back, but he can play a little slot. Again, that versatile. He could be another return element piece. I would be down for Nyheim. That would be fire. There could be a couple people, man. There could be a couple, and we haven't even talked about the signing that we just made. We just signed the safety George Odin from the Colts. He's an all-pro. He's an all-pro special teamer. Oh boy, Juju Smith-Schuster just signed with the Chiefs. My goodness, it's going down now. It is going down now, baby. My goodness, it is going down. Now I think things are going to pick up. So my goodness, I can't wait. Hopefully we have a situation regarding clarity around Jimmy Garoppolo here pretty soon. But again, it does feel like, for me personally, based on what I've discussed with Nate, I feel like the Colts are still the best fit. But does New Orleans come knocking? Does potentially Atlanta need a replacement now because maybe Matt Ryan gets moved? My goodness, I don't think Texans are going to be a fit. Texans have Davis Mills. Davis Mills is a good quarterback. I would say he's pretty comparable. 100%. We're still going live with Shu. We are going live with Shu in 10 minutes. So all 500 plus people in here, we are going to be going to Rob Shu's channel. Make sure you stay tuned. So we are going to be hopping over there and continuing the discussion of it happened. I had to react to it and get going on this. But again, we are going to go vibe in just a couple minutes with Rob. Again, he was with me at the Combine. He knows Nate. He knows all the same information that I know. And I'm going to drop the link in the channel or in the chat. So if you see that link come in, that's the link to Rob Shu's channel. Hit the sub button, and we're going to be hopping over there. I'm probably going to get off in about 4 or 5 minutes. So in about 4 or 5 minutes, we are going to continue this conversation with Rob Shu. So you guys better funnel into Rob. I want to see like 1,000 people in Rob's live. When you get over there, like that thing up, smash that like button. Show Rob some love, because just like Dollar's saying, Rob is a good man. He is. And I'm excited to react with him to this information. So just like Jason says, 500 people in here, like up the video. You can smash a like here, then hop on over. It's going to be nuts, man. And we're going to talk a lot more. There's a lot of topics that Rob and I are going to get to. But I just wanted to react to the Deshaun stuff. And we're going to continue to talk about Jimmy Garoppolo, landing spots, where he should go. My goodness. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. What a wild string of events. What a wild string of events. Let's see. Okay, here we got some stuff going on right now. We can pull it up. So just as we were reading that, we see Colts and Browns having discussions about Baker Mayfield trade per league sources. Right now, just discussions, but something to keep an eye out for. So there you go. Now we'll see. Discussions don't mean anything, to be honest. If we're being like having a discussion, checking on, keeping options open, because again, think about it from this perspective. Colts don't want to pay. Colts don't want to pay for Jimmy G. Colts don't want to pay for Jimmy G. So the Colts, it is in the Colts' best interest to be connected to Baker, to be connected to Matt Ryan, because if they want Jimmy G, they want Jimmy G at the lowest possible price. So what does that mean? They are going to play the game. Just like we've seen Deshaun Watson play the game. What did Deshaun Watson do? He said, Browns, you are out. Browns, you are out of the conversation. What did the Browns do? They said, fine, we will do whatever you ask. We will do whatever you ask. And in a shocking turn of events, Deshaun Watson is now a Brown. My goodness. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm beside myself. I'm beside myself, baby. This is crazy. This is crazy. But this is more of just a live reaction to the Deshaun situation. My goodness, what a development that we have on our hands. Kent says, I don't know if I should laugh or cry. Love it. Hey, I love it too, man. I love football. The off season is one of my favorite times. This has been one of the crazier off seasons league wide. It probably is the craziest off season league wide that I've ever seen. Absolutely insane. I can't believe it. And it got paused. The whole Deshaun thing, it paused it a little bit. It caused everyone to say, oh, hold on. Let's stop what we're doing. Let's see what's going to happen with Deshaun. Where's Deshaun going to go? Well, guess what? Deshaun domino falls. Okay, Juju signs with the Chiefs. Just like that, Juju signs with the Chiefs. Now you get Juju and Patrick Mahomes together. I imagine we're going to see continuous domino effect of how things are going to string out. But my goodness, we finally got it, ladies and gentlemen. The move that we've been waiting for feels like for over a year now. For over a year now. My goodness. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I can't believe it actually happened, and I can't believe it happened this way. I can't believe it happened this way. So here's the trade compensation. Tell them, Angelo, get those likes up. Smash that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button if you're just hopping in here. But this is the full compensation for the Deshaun Watson trade. It's a 5th round pick. Oh, it's Deshaun and a 5th round pick to the Browns for 3 first-round picks, a 3rd round pick, and a 4th round pick. No players, just picks for Deshaun Watson. My goodness. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. My goodness. So no players went. It was pure picks, and it really feels like it was the money. Really feels like it was that guaranteed money that got it done. All right, but this is what we're going to do now. We got almost 500 people in the chat. If you want this conversation to keep listening in, and again, we're going to talk way more topics than just Deshaun, hop on over to Rob Shoe's channel, drop the link right here in the chat. Hop on over, smash the like button when you get in, hit that sub button when you get in, and we are going to keep this conversation going. So shout out to everyone who hopped in and did the live reaction with me. We're going to get a little bit more calm, and we're going to get a little bit more insightful regarding next steps. specifically around the 49ers. We're going to talk about all kinds of free agents that have been signed, what the plans are for the draft, continuous plans for free agency, and of course, what's going on with Jimmy Garoppolo. So make sure you come hop on over. That's going to start in 3 minutes. So I will see you guys over there. Shout out to Sourdough Squad. Thank you guys for hopping in with me. Smash that like button on your way out. Hit that sub and hop over to Rob Shoe's channel. Drop the link in the chat. Let's go.